All right, hello and welcome back to another whiteboard lesson. I got a great topic for you guys today, and that's going to be 5 dumb things traders do. Or should I say, 5 things a dumb trader would do. Regardless of how you look at it, man, we don't get rich by being dumb. Whether we're doing it subconsciously and sabotaging ourselves, or we're doing it on purpose. Why we do that, I don't know. But we can't get rich by being dumb. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about dumb things traders do. Now, all kidding aside, though, before we start, if you like the whiteboard lessons and the educational content from this channel, you watch the happy hours, the market mutterings, show your support by subscribing to the channel. Also, if you have a good topic that you think may be beneficial to the trading community, send it over to support@thelincolnlist.com. I'll try to put it in a happy hour or in one of these upcoming whiteboards. So let's talk about it. What are these dumb things? The number one dumb thing that traders do, some traders I should say, is trade with no plan. Because if you trade without a plan, you're trading with no edge. And if you're trading without an edge, you're not really trading at all, man. What you're doing is you're gambling. And gamblers never, ever win. Now, contrary to popular belief, we just don't get up in the morning and start throwing darts. Start winging it. That's not how we roll. You will never be successful long-term like that. Now, if you've been trading for a while, you know what a plan is. If you're new, you may not. We'll go over it just briefly. But a plan is something that a trader has in force that tells them the type of stocks that they trade, how they trade those stocks, the risk that they take, and how they control their emotions, and a few other things, but that's the basic core of it. You have to have some sort of plan to control yourself and your money. By doing this, let's just focus on the setup part. Most traders will only have 1 to 2 types of setups that they will trade from 1 to 2 types of stock. Now, the reason that you do that is because there's so many other kind of things that you can trade, and there's so much noise in the marketplace that you can't have maximum profitability by trying to keep up with everything. You have to simplify your business, focus on 1 to 2 things that work for you, and then become the master of those 1 to 2 things. By doing that, that puts the odds in your favor. That gives us, the trader, as an edge. So when I see a specific stock and a certain setup that I like, I know that I'll probably going to win 60 to 70% of the time that I take it. By doing that, I have the edge over the market. That means I'm not gambling. When I take something that's not part of my plan, that doesn't yield me the 70, 80% results that I'm used to, then that means I'm gambling. I'm just guessing. I'm going with a hunch. And that's not how pro traders make money. So one of the dumb things that we do, especially new traders, is you trade without a plan. Whether you're following someone blindly on social media or CNBC, or you're getting up every day like, let me see what happens, I'm going to wing it. You do not wing it in the market. You do not get up and throw darts. You do not guess at stuff. You may get lucky with that over a short period of time, but if you want long-term profitability, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan that gives you the edge that keeps you from gambling. The second thing that we do is once we have a plan in place, we often find ourselves breaking the rules because we lack the discipline that we put in that plan. Now, this could come in the form of revenge trading. You know, this is what revenge trading is. You lose money and your first instinct is to get it back. So you take a trade that's out of your plan, right? And therefore you end up losing. You're gambling because you want the money back. We do things in our plan and stuff that we do. Breaking rules is something we have all for ourselves. Like if we lose a certain amount of money a day, we stop trading. If we make a certain amount of money, we stop trading. Now, new people may say, why would you do that? Well, when you've lost a lot of money for the day, you're losing a couple of times in a row, you obviously don't have what? You don't have an edge right now. So why would you want to take any more of your hard-earned money? Why would you want to risk any more of your money and your sanity by trying to trade more? Because you obviously don't have an edge right now. That would be dumb, right? And that's what we're doing. We're trying to avoid being dumb. Now, to the flip side of that, a lot of you may say, hey, well, if you're making a lot of money and you're doing really good, you should keep going because you're on fire, right? You should tap it while it's hot, right? Well, contrary to the belief, again, it works different for most traders. Not everybody, but most traders will find that what happens is once you get a lot of money and you have house money, you're doing what? You're gambling. You have fun bucks. You start taking additional risks that you shouldn't, and therefore sometimes you give that money back. And that really sucks. It sucks a lot to lose money, but it also sucks almost as bad when you had a substantial amount of money in the morning, then you gave the whole damn thing back in the afternoon. That'll piss you off. That'll really piss you off. So again, never break your rules. Another thing that we do that's stupid sometimes is we take too much risk, okay? This also kind of follows with breaking some rules, trading without a plan. There's going to come a time where you may feel that you're looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like, hey man, this has got to work. Or maybe you are down and you feel, I got to make something happen. I got to get this money back. I got to prove myself to the world, right? And you make the decision to take too much risk. Now, inside of this trading plan that you have for yourself, there should be something that tells you, this is how much risk I can take. Now, risk for us traders is based on, well, what do you make? If you only make $50 per win, you can't take a $300 loss. That's just stupid, right? Because it's going to take you 6, 7 wins to make back that one loss. But at some point when I'm saying too much risk, there comes a time where you feel that this is a no-brainer. And like I said, I think it was in the last whiteboard or happy hour I did, that the more confident I am about a trade, the more nervous I am. The more scared I get because I'm like, I must be missing something. It can't be this simple. It just can't be that easy. And you'll learn to get over that. But at some point, you're going to find yourself taking too much risk. You can't have a meltdown. The other dumb thing that we do is we start falling for this guru BS and we start looking for shortcuts. Okay? Especially when we've been beaten up for a little while. We're having a tough time. It's easy for us to see that ad and go, oh, I think I can do that. You mean this college student turned $500 into $300,000 in just 3 months? Well, damn, I've been trading for 2 years. What does this guy know or this lady know? What does this human being know? What gift to the trading world bestows upon us right now? I better buy that course, right? And then you realize you can't do that. Because I've said before, I hate to say it too because I'm in the damn service business. But there are no shortcuts. There isn't. And the reason it's bad for you to do that is if you start looking for them, you're cheating yourself. And you're going to end up developing a bad habit that you're not going to be able to break later, and it may very well get you out of the business. Now, if you need a trading room or a guru because you want to learn what this person knows about the market, that's a different. If you're chasing after the Lambos, the models, and the mansions and all the Rolexes, that's going to hurt you. You're not going to make it that way. But if you're looking at the person, you say, what can you teach me about the market? What do you know about the market that will save me from years of pain and hassle and help me build good habits? What can you teach me about that? That's the way that you need to approach a guru, someone that can show you the ropes about the market, show you a few strategies, you pick the ones you like, and then work with you emotionally and help you build the right characteristics it takes to be successful. The problem is, as people, we always look for the shortcuts. We don't want to walk on the treadmill. We don't want to diet. We want a diet pill, right? That's what we want. We want everything yesterday. We're an instant gratification society, but you're going to have to pay your dues. You can't take shortcuts. Otherwise, I promise you, you're going to build a habit here that's going to get you out of the business, and you're going to be ruined, and you may never be able to come back. And the last thing that we're going to talk about today is good old emotions. Again, there's going to come a time where things start caving in on you. You've had a series of losses. It appears as if everyone else is doing good and you're not. You don't think you're getting it. Like, I thought I was there, I'm not. It just builds frustration over time. And then you melt down. You get emotional. You have to understand that it's not personal. The market is not a living being. It doesn't know who you are. There's always a reason that you lose money. You've got to figure that out. If you get emotional and you take things personally, you lose your temper, you start to lose control, you implode, things will only get worse. If you want to be a successful trader, and a lot of us, me included, had a really hard time with that, and you're going to have a hard time with that. There's some of us that are short-tempered. There's some of us that are naturally wired at a higher level where we're always like this. We always got to have action, or we always got to be doing something. You're going to have a hard time you've got to keep yourself. As I said, know thyself. You are always your worst enemy. You've got to be able to control your emotions. Once you get emotional and you start letting that override your brain systems, you're going to trade without plans. You're going to gamble. You're going to start breaking rules. You're going to start throwing around risk. You're going to fall for sales pitches and stuff like that, right? You're going to be out of your normal thinking mind, and you're going to implode, and it's going to hurt you. So think about some of these things that we do. They all kind of tie into each other. If you're going to do this, you've got to have a plan. I don't care if it takes you a year to figure out one. You've got to figure it out, because you can't trade with a plan. You will never have success. You can't take too much risk. You can't break your rules. You can't melt down emotionally, and you can't follow anyone. You have to be your own person, and you got to learn this and build the business around you and your behavior. So anyway, guys, I hope this whiteboard was beneficial for you. As always, if you need help with your trading, feel free to visit thelinkenlist.com and trade with us live. Until the next whiteboard, take care. Thanks for watching.